do like.
Right, here we are.
Full on bangs, isn't it?
Yeah. That was a loud knock.
The first video tonight comes from Brothers Wild, a UK-based outdoor adventure and camping channel that documents overnight stays in remote bothies, woodlands, and wild landscapes. The duo, Ash and Rich, combine humor, outdoor living, and authentic reactions to the strange, quiet tension that sometimes comes with sleeping far from civilization. It is November 8th, 2025. In Penrose, Wales, United Kingdom. This video follows their first ever overnight stay in a traditional bothy, a small stone cabin tucked deep within Welsh forestry. What begins as a calm camping trip slowly turns unsettling as the night reveals just how alive the silence can feel.
I think it's time to open a can of cider, I think. It's definitely time. Right then, we'll have a can of cider, and then we'll have our food, and then we'll do a quick whip round, see if we can get anything, capture anything. Not feeling it tonight though.
No.
It's very.
Well, I heard a voice though.
Yeah, we thought we heard a voice earlier shouting. Yeah. But could have been anyone, but we don't know.
No lights or nothing.
It's got all the settings for a spooky place, isn't it?
Yeah.
But whether it is actually haunted, it's spooky.
They have the lights.
It's yeah.
There's no lights whatsoever.
That's it. It's definitely spooky. But other than that, we're having a good time. Let's have a drink.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's better.
Nice. Lovely.
Well, time for a bit of cooking. Hopefully that's going to be hot enough. We've got sausage rashers, the heck ones. Never tried these, Rich.
They're quite nice.
And
Chewy, but
some
they're nice.
back bacon as well. And get the sausages in there first. Create some oil. Wait for that pan to heat up first, and then off we go. Oh yes. What was that?
What was that? That door again?
The knocking. Definitely a bang, mate.
Heard it. It wasn't me. But that was...
Sounded like it was upstairs.
As night settles over the forest, the bothy glows faintly with candlelight and the crackling of a small fire. The two sit by the hearth cooking dinner, the flames reflecting off damp stone walls. Outside, the woods are completely still. No wind, no animals, just the occasional drip of rain through the chimney. Ash stirs a pan over the coals while Rich checks the door, joking about locking it, just in case. They laugh, but their tone carries unease.
Anyway, just trying to cook here for these guys. Anyway, back to our feature presentation. There we go. Right there. Oh, they're on plastic as well. Well, we finally got there. They're about done. Right, we're just going to have a sausage sandwich for now. I'm going to have bacon and egg later. Right, let's plate this up. Rasher each.
Romantic candlelit sausage bap.
Oh, a bit of sausage for two.
The fire pops, and for a moment, neither speaks. Then, from somewhere inside the bothy, a sudden sharp knock breaks the silence. Both freeze mid-sentence. The knock echoes again, distinct, hollow, unmistakable. Ash lowers the pan, and Rich checks the door and stone walls, but there's no one there. When they finally sit back down, the atmosphere has changed completely. Every flicker of light, every creak of timber now feels amplified.
No, that bit of pallet. That.
Oh, another bit of pallet?
Yeah, man.
And you felt like someone was behind you?
Yeah. Come shit back in.
Look, he's actually shocked. You don't see Rich shocked like that normally. When he was outside, he felt like someone
I saw his mum come behind me walking and like...
What?
Come back, shit back in.
I wish I had the reaction when he first come in, because he's generally shocked. Generally scared then, wouldn't you?
You go to me as well.
Just stay in, just chill out. No one out there though, is there?
No. I was like on the path, like... I
Oh yeah, heard the footsteps.
Yeah, like that. No one there.
Wow.
In the mud, like in the... Oh, walking in the mud, obviously. It's wet, isn't it?
May have been an animal, may have been. Could have been a fox or something.
Yeah. I could find it first time.
Does it sound like human footsteps or...?
Like free long...
Oh, that's weird.
I thought we were like there fast. Some shit back in.
Oh god. Just stay in now.
I need to piss down, piss in the...
Rich steps outside to collect more firewood. As he bends to pick up a branch, the sound of footsteps follows. Slow, deliberate, crunching through wet leaves behind him. He spins around, torch sweeping across the dark forest. Nothing. The silence that follows is worse than the noise itself. He hurries back inside, pale and uneasy.
Four bangs, isn't it?
Yeah. Like 4 clicking as well. Upstairs again. We'll do it now.
Stop now, isn't it?
The night deepens. Then, 4 heavy bangs echo through the cabin. The sound reverberates off the walls as the two whisper back and forth, trying to pinpoint the source. It's followed by a faint creaking from above, like footsteps pacing across the beams.
It sounds like a gunshot.
I mean,
Why is everything happening now going to sleep? Oh my god.
what's loud, isn't it?
What?
It's loud as...
Just as the tension begins to ease, a single deafening crack, like a gunshot, bursts through the air. Both flinch, staring toward the door. The forest beyond the windows remains pitch black, and not a single sound follows. When dawn finally breaks, the bothy looks peaceful again. Morning light filters through the windows, casting the small room in calm, golden tones. Ash and Rich tidy the space, leave food and firewood for the next visitors, and write in the guest book, noting only a strange night at Penrose Isaf. Though they laugh it off, their faces tell a different story. What began as a simple bothy stay became a quiet ordeal. The kind of night that reminds you just how thin the line is between solitude and fear. The next horrifying video comes from Carbon Black Paranormal, a UK-based YouTube channel that blends urban exploration with paranormal investigation. The creator explores abandoned cottages, barns, and derelict rural homes, documenting their slow decay and whatever else may linger inside. His approach is calm and observational, relying on atmosphere rather than dramatics, which makes the strange moments feel even more real. It is October 24, 2025, at a small abandoned farm cottage somewhere in the United Kingdom. What starts as a simple exploration quickly turns uneasy when signs of life, or something close to it, begin to surface in the silence.
Back guys, welcome back to another episode. Tonight I'm inside a cottage. This is a little farm cottage. There is barns outside which we'll go and have a little look at. It looks really small. I've just walked in the front door. That's all I can see. There's flies everywhere. God. So let's. I seen a shoe, and I seen a shoe on the floor as I come into this room. So there's plenty of shoes in this house. Call it the shoe house. But anyway, let's go have a quick look at this one, and then we'll jump out and we'll have a look at the barns, kind of across the road a little bit. But anyway, please like, subscribe, give us a bit of love. Hope you like this one, and let's go exploring. Hooks, Jesus, the shoes, the old fireplace. Wowsies. So there's shoes, whoa, literally all over. I'm not too sure, let me have a wee feel the stairs, not too bad. Floor. So,
The camera pans across the darkened cottage interior. Collapsed beams, damp walls, and layers of dust over furniture that hasn't moved in years. Shoes lie scattered across the floor, their leather cracked with age. Nearby, a fireplace filled with soot and debris stands beneath a wall marked with odd, hand-drawn figures. He speaks quietly, describing the scene as he moves from room to room, testing each creaking board before stepping. The house smells of mildew and burnt wood. Outside, he explores the adjoining barns, shotgun shells, overturned chairs, and charred timbers scattered across the ground. It feels less like abandonment and more like a place abruptly left behind.
My spirit box is just turned on. So somebody's been here. Somebody's been staying here. Look at the quilts.
While examining a doorway, the spirit box suddenly activates. Its crackling voice cuts through the silence. The explorer stops instantly, the device flickering beside him. There's no breeze, no interference, just a sudden burst of static and tone, as if acknowledging his presence.
Bad vibes. It's that one where I've got chills already, and I just want out. I've got goosebumps. I just get that urge, just get out. God, I've got goosebumps all over me. Why do I have goosebumps?
Minutes later, he admits feeling goosebumps rising across his arms. The air's changed, he whispers. A thick sense of unease fills the space, heavy enough that his breathing becomes audible. He describes it as bad karma, a phrase that carries weight here, surrounded by remnants of someone else's life, slowly rotting away.
Someone touch this green light in my hand. Should I leave? Can you touch this light in my hand to give me confirmation that you want me to leave? I heard something banging. There's an owl outside. Probably going to want to come back in. I'm going to leave.
Switching on a green light communication device, he asks any presence to respond, to give him a sign if he should leave. The stillness answers first. Then faint interference returns on the spirit box, distorted and unintelligible, but enough to push him to a decision. His tone tightens as he thanks whatever might be there and steps carefully back through the corridor, past the same scattered shoes and burned walls. Outside, under the dim glow of the camera light, the relief is clear in his voice. What began as a simple farmhouse exploration ended with a genuine sense of fear. The noises, the signal, the sudden chill. None of it can be explained, and maybe it shouldn't be. Carbon Black Paranormal closes the video by reflecting on the atmosphere of the site. Some places feel heavy, as though they remember what happened within them. Whether it's imagination, energy, or something else entirely. This old farm cottage serves as a quiet reminder that not every ruin is empty. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from Time to Play TV, a US-based paranormal exploration and adventure channel known for blending humor, curiosity, and genuine investigation. The host travels to abandoned cabins, haunted buildings, and forgotten settlements, often teaming up with Paranormal Patty and the G-Team to uncover the strange and unexplained. It is March 7th, 2020, in Elkmont, Tennessee, USA. This visit takes the team to the remnants of an old mountain community, a cluster of decaying forest cabins, once filled with life, now claimed by moss and silence. What begins as a calm daytime exploration turns far more unsettling when they uncover an underground structure hidden beneath the trees.
So this is like a good little storage area or something. Mm-hmm. Keep the prisoners. Wow. Yeah, I bet you they kept like food or something in here.
Probably.
Let it stay cold.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of this is just underground. Oh, there's another room. Okay. All right, let's check out that other room. This is cool. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Oh, wow.
This would be a good spot to do something.
Yeah. God, that almost sounds hollow even a little bit. Wow. This is a little creepy. Like, what was this room used for?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this room was used for.
You know, I would say maybe some kind of animals,
Maybe.
but it's very short. The ceiling's only about 4 feet, 5 feet high, maybe.
For like pigs or something?
Yeah, pigs, chicken, I don't know. I don't see any coops or anything, just this little thing here. No, this is a weird little room. Wow. Should we do a spirit box in here?
Yeah, we should.
Do our spirit box in this place?
Yeah, we can do it.
Let's do that.
See if we can get anything. I have not.
The team steps into the narrow, half-buried room. Damp air, crumbling stone, and a hollow echo that amplifies every movement. The host speculates it may have been used for storage or livestock, but the chill inside feels heavier than the others expect. They set up the spirit box, running sound checks and adjusting levels. Nervous laughter passes between them as they acknowledge how uneasy the space feels. The stillness is thick, almost listening. Then they begin.
Spirits here with us? Turn the volume up so you guys can hear it.
I heard yes.
That sounded like yes right there, too. Can you tell us what this room was?
The first question, "Is anyone here?" cuts through the static. A clear voice answers, "Yes." The reaction is instant. Eyes widen, heads turn. It's not just noise, it's a direct response.
Yeah. Whenever something comes through. Can you tell us what this room was used for? We'd really like to know. Sound like
Yeah.
When asked what the room was used for, another faint word emerges: dead. The tension spikes. The humor that usually carries their investigations disappears.
Oh, it said 5 again.
I'm getting chills right now.
Yeah, that's 2 times.
Like, I got goosebumps. It's not the cold. I just got goosebumps.
Got goosebumps?
Yeah, I got all over my body. I just got goosebumps.
Oh, I love this thing.
I'm gonna have to.
We're gonna leave. Do you want to tell us anything before we do? Like, bye real quick. Hello?
Is it okay for us to leave?
It went crazy when you asked that.
Yeah.
He wants to know if it's okay for us to leave. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
Just
Wow.
yes.
All right.
Thank you.
They ask if any bodies are buried nearby. This time, the reply comes twice, calm, eerie, and unmistakable. 5. The team falls silent. The air feels colder. Nobody moves for several seconds.
Did it say Kelsey? Did that just say Kelsey?
It did say Kelsey.
That just say
Then, the faint sound of shifting dirt breaks the quiet, slow and deliberate, close enough for everyone to hear flashlights sweep across the ground, but nothing stirs.
I'll turn some light on. And there is a little fireplace.
I think this was built for like a
kid's house, maybe?
Kid's little house, probably.
Like maybe they all pitched in and got their kids their own little cabin to play in.
Back behind there looks like a bathroom type thing.
A little fireplace. Oh my gosh. This is not as narrow and short. Gotta wedge myself in here. Oh yeah. Could have been a little bathroom. A little sink maybe, yeah. A little window. Let the smell out. Wow. When I was a kid, if the community came together and built this, we'd be fighting.
As they end the session, a childlike voice comes through the box one last time. Bye. Kelsey's voice trembles as she mentions she thought she heard her late father's name earlier in the recording, a personal, emotional note that leaves the group visibly shaken. The team closes the investigation with quiet respect, leaving the underground room as they found it. Later, Patty and Kelsey both mention hearing faint movement near a nearby cabin, a place once used by children long ago. What began as a light-hearted exploration became one of Time to Play TV's most haunting encounters, not because of what they saw, but because of what they heard. Sometimes the past doesn't echo through ruins or footsteps. It answers back. The next shocking video of the night comes from Ghost Hunter Villa, a North America-based paranormal exploration channel that documents haunted cabins, abandoned structures, and remote woodland sites tied to local legends. The creator uses spirit communication apps, EVPs, and real-time investigation methods, blending humor with genuine fear as he reacts to knocks, rustling, and unexplained movement in forgotten places. It is November 13th, 2025, at an abandoned cabin site in a lightly wooded area dotted with old mining ruins. Locals claim the area carries a history of strange knocks and fleeting dark shapes in the trees, a reputation that becomes difficult to ignore as the investigation begins.
Nope. Yeah, this is some kind of sub-sign thing or something else. Let's bring out my... Anything that wants to communicate with us. Can you tell us your name? What about your birthday? And we're gonna play that back very soon. You guys will probably hear it if I capture anything on those EVPs. Anything that wants to communicate through this spirit talker, you got to go ahead. Talk to us. I was gonna put it in there, but Colin is his name. Colin, do you want to communicate with us? Like, tell us your age, your name. Not your number. Like, why would a freaking ghost have a phone number? Oh, so this is the door. What the
The creator walks toward the cabin and the nearby mine ruins, noting how much has changed since his last visit. Scattered metal, disturbed ground, collapsed timber, and what looks like a potential mine shaft. He sets up a spirit communication session using an app and EVP tools, calling out for names, signs, or anything willing to respond. Almost immediately, the area reacts. Soft rustling moves through the leaves, faint knocks echo from the tree line, and bits of debris shift just out of sight. None of the noises are loud, but each one feels intentional. He lowers his voice, scanning the darkness, fully aware something unseen may already be edging closer.
Freak was that? I was executed.
The app suddenly speaks. I was executed. We were executed. The response is abrupt and unsettling, the kind that freezes you for a second, while the forest around you grows even quieter.
Stranger. What plant is that, guys? It looks like a very weird plant. Stranger. I am a stranger.
Moments later, the EVP repeats a new word, stranger. It comes through more than once, feeling pointed, like a presence is watching him and doesn't consider him welcome.
That squeaking noise. No.
A squeaking sound breaks the silence. It comes from the cabin, or somewhere just beside it. He asks for it to repeat, but the stillness that follows feels heavier than before.
Bro, that is a freaking rock.
A sudden thud lands nearby. It's too heavy to be a small animal. For a moment, he stands frozen, trying to determine where it landed and what caused it.
Loud knock. I hope the camera picked up on that.
A deep, deliberate knock echoes through the woods. Close. Too close. He pivots toward the sound, realizing he's not simply being watched. Something is creeping in.
What sounded like some kind of tree knock. Whatever it was, it definitely took off running. I did see something lying there. Maybe it's a...
Then something moves through the brush. Fast, low, and powerful. He glimpses a dark shape slipping between the trees, but it's too quick to identify. The sense of being observed sharpens. Whatever's out there isn't just passing by. Back at the edge of the cabin clearing, the creator reflects on the night. The EVP responses, the thud, the movement, the knocks. He hints that part 2 is already planned, but admits this visit felt different, heavier. In woods like these, even the smallest noise can carry meaning. And tonight, every sound felt like a warning. Whatever is moving through that forest hasn't finished revealing itself. The next video comes from Scottish Summiteer, a UK-based YouTube channel focused on solo hiking, wild camping, and bothy exploration across the Scottish Highlands. The creator documents remote journeys through wind-swept glens, steep ridgelines, and rain-soaked trails, capturing both the calm beauty and quiet unease of life, alone in the wilderness. It is October 17th, 2025, somewhere near Ballor and the Spittal of Glen Mac in the Scottish Highlands. This episode follows a solo attempt to reach and spend the night in a small stone bothy hidden deep in the valley, a place so isolated that the sound of the river is the only sign of life for miles.
Outside, yeah, not too bad. Oh, always nice to get the big backpack off. And my first impressions are, it's not the nicest bothy I've ever been to, I can't lie. But I've got it to myself, it looks like, and it'll keep me dry and warm tonight, so I can't complain. I think the first thing I'm going to do is get some food on, because I've definitely worked up an appetite. And I think I'll make it outside, just so I don't smoke this place up. So yeah, let's get some food on. this little bench should do nicely. Actually, it's a little bit wonky. I might just do it on the floor, to be honest. So for dinner tonight, I've got some Lorne sausage, which I'm really excited for, some rolls, and I had to buy this. It is the Co-op's own brown sauce. I was looking for HP sauce, but it was £4, so I just couldn't pay that. But yeah, that should be nice. So yeah, let's get this made because I am hungry. Right, let's get these on. I am a hungry boy. And I think I'll turn that down just a little bit so I don't burn it. That's up. There we go. And I'll just let them slowly cook for a wee bit.
After a long hike through boggy ground and biting wind, the vlogger finally reaches the bothy. Inside, his torchlight reveals cracked plaster walls, a small hearth, and rough wooden bunks. He unpacks his stove, cooks dinner, and listens to the wind tearing at the roof. The space feels intimate, maybe too intimate, and he admits he's uneasy about the thought of strangers arriving in the night. In these wild places, isolation brings peace, but it also brings vulnerability.
Well, that was an absolute fail. I was just having my dinner there, and 2 people with 3 dogs showed up at the bothy. So I think I'm just going to leave, to be honest. They're perfectly nice people, and I absolutely love dogs, but I just feel kind of awkward trying to film in there. It's so small, it's only one room, and there's hardly even space for all of us, to be honest. So I'm just going to leave them to it, and I'm going to try and find somewhere to pitch my tent.
Not long after, footsteps echo outside. The door creaks open and 2 strangers step in, 3 dogs crowding the threshold. The tension is instant, polite conversation, masking the awkwardness of sharing such a confined space. After a few uneasy minutes, the vlogger decides to move out into the dark and pitch his tent nearby, choosing solitude over the comfort of the fire.
Make sure I shut this up. Okay, I need to try and find a good spot to cross this river. This is where I regret pitching on this side. Oh man, please don't fall in. That would be a nightmare. Oof, right, I think I've made it. Just about. There we go. Oh, I've made it. Safe and dry. Okay, now I need to try and find my way to this bothy in the dark. I can't really see too much, but luckily this path is quite easy to follow, so I should be able to make it. Just point my torch at the ground, and I hopefully shouldn't fall over. Okay, here is the bothy. Wow, this place is rather creepy in the dark. It was cold and windy outside, and at this point I was starting to regret not staying in the bothy. So I decided to head inside and spend the night by the fire.
The camera follows him into the night. His headlamp flickers across the rushing river as he searches for a dry crossing. Every gust of wind seems to erase the sound of his own steps. The highlands feel endless, black hills against blacker sky.
Exchanging stories and sheltering from the poor weather.
Later, he returns to the bothy for warmth. Inside, the atmosphere softens. The dogs sleep by the fire, and laughter replaces silence. The earlier unease gives way to quiet companionship, a reminder that fear in the wild often fades the moment you face it.
Good morning, Scotland. It doesn't actually look too bad out there. It's not raining, which is nice. Must have been quite a bit of rain yesterday. This thing is absolutely covered.
By morning, the glen is soaked in mist. The vlogger packs up and begins the long hike back, boots sinking into wet moss and heather. He reflects on the night, the tension, the beauty, and the strange balance between solitude and connection that defines bothy life. What begins as a solitary escape becomes something more human. Proof that even in the loneliest corners of the Highlands, the unknown isn't always something to fear. Before the next clip, if you're enjoying the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The last video of the night comes from Professional Moochers, a UK-based channel focused on van life, wild camping, and remote outdoor adventures. Their trips usually feel calm and laid back, but this visit to an isolated bothy in mid-Wales carries a far heavier atmosphere than they expected. The combination of tragic history, nighttime silence, and the weight of an old building creates a subtle tension that slowly builds throughout the night. It is April 30th, 2023, in mid-Wales, United Kingdom. The couple and their dog make the long walk to a remote stone bothy, unaware of how unsettling the night ahead will become.
It's a kit, one of quite a few new bits of kit. So is this. This we see to summit sleep mat, flex tail pump, rucksack, a lot. No. That's not helping. Jack, move. Move. Sit. No. Move. Sit. What am I doing? Wrong here, Jack. What am I doing? I put it on the wrong way. How can they go back with all Jack? That's better. Our flex tail pump is a game changer. Pumps your mat up pronto, although you do have to get the nozzle on the right end for it to work. Luckily Dave's got one as well and he showed me how to work it. That's my bedroom. And Dave's got the luxury bedroom. Dave's view is pretty spectacular. Get out of the way, lad. Neck oil.
I bet.
It is. Thanks, Dave.
Like an expert resident.
The walk-in takes them through farmland, hills, and dense sections of forest. When they finally reach the bothy, they explore the simple interior. Wooden floors, a small kitchen space, the sleeping platforms, and the open fireplace. As they unpack and set up their gear, they talk about the bothy's history. This building is tied to the deaths of Wales's first recorded quadruplets in 1856. All 4 infants died within weeks of birth, leaving only the father behind. Over time, some visitors have quietly reported feeling a motherly presence here at night. With darkness approaching, that story lingers in the back of their minds. The isolation, the stone walls, and the quiet drip of water outside all begin to shape the atmosphere.
We are in haunted bothy. I briefly mentioned it the day before. This is the first place that quadruplets are they called?
Yeah. Well, from triplets, anyway.
The first quadruplets that were ever born in Wales were in this house. All 4 of them died. Now, obviously, all 4 of them were gonna die if they were in the 1800s. Because they won't still be alive.
How soon did they die after they were born then?
I need to get we've got a fucking signal in this house because the stone walls are so thick. I read about it before we came, and it said this is a haunted bothy. So time's cracking on now, and we're just waiting for the ghosties to turn up to try and calm Oscar. Can't try and calm Jack down because he's been a dick.
I think Jack's been seeing him all night.
So maybe that's what it is.
It is.
In 1856, Isaac and Margaret Hughes.
They talk more about the quadruplets' deaths and the weighted feeling inside the bothy. The tragic past adds a layer of tension to the old stone rooms. Even ordinary sounds, the wind, the stream outside, the occasional creak, feel sharper in the silence. The couple acknowledge that nothing strange has happened yet, but the building's history alone changes how the night feels.
Lived at Nancydion with their 2 children. In February of that year, they gave birth to the first recorded quadruplets in Wales, but within 3 weeks, 7 members of that family died, leaving only the father. Visitors to the bothy have reported a motherly presence, and if you read the visitor's book, you'll see some of those reports.
Jack mentions he saw something unusual during the night, though nothing clear appears on camera. The behavior is subtle. A glance toward the doorway, a sense of unease that's hard to explain. In an isolated bothy with a tragic past, even small moments feel amplified. They explore the bothy and nearby surroundings quietly at night. The combination of darkness, wind, and running water gives everything an eerie backdrop. No direct apparitions appear, but the atmosphere itself becomes the unsettling part. A reminder that some places don't need obvious paranormal activity to feel heavy. By morning, the tension fades with daylight. The bothy looks peaceful again, surrounded by quiet hills and flowing water. They tidy the space, pack their gear, and reflect on the night. Grateful for the experience, but still aware of the subtle unease that never entirely left the room. The tragic history, the silence, and the weight of the location make this bothy visit stand out. Nothing overt happens, but some places only need their past to leave a mark. We appreciate you for watching. If these creepy encounters gave you chills, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next drop. There's always another mystery waiting just around the corner.